Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming back to have another discussion with the chosen seed, the 144,000. So this discussion is a follow-up from the last message that came through in regards to the agenda. The message was entitled, "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised." As you're coming in today, you are seeing that I have entitled it, "The Revolution Is Being Televised," because it's time for these things to be brought forth, and we're speaking out about it. Okay, the truth is coming out, and it can no longer be kept hidden. And so, conclusions to whatever it is that you have been going through, they are within reach, and they are coming through very soon. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started in this message. If you find that this discussion resonates with you on any level, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, like my video, and because I would love to see you all back here with me again. I'm growing my channel. We have a small little community right now, but that's okay because we're going to continue to evolve and expand, and that's how it's going to be in terms of us being elevated and placed on the platform that is well deserved based on our honor, based on our efforts coming from a space of honor and integrity, love, compassion, empathy. That's how we're operating. And so when you operate from that space, everything expands, okay? And it expands from a space of love. And so let's go ahead and get into it. I want to do a follow-up. Like I said, the revolution is being televised. And in the first one, we definitely found out a lot of information in regards to a lot of underhanded things that was going on, especially with people that have been in your family circle, those karmic family members who you have had to walk away from, who was working against you and conspiring against you, and that have caused a lot of heartbreak in your life. These people was doing this to keep you in a lower vibrational state so that you would not awaken to who you are. These people was also being paid under the table to do things with the whole agenda and the whole goal to sacrifice the chosen seed, to sacrifice you, and to cause illness, to cause financial strife, to cause mental disorder. It was so many different things that they was doing, especially through witchcraft. We saw that they was paying practitioners in order to do these things, and that there's also a private investigation that's going on in regards to what these people have been doing, because they have also been involved in of some sort of religious or cult group, which has been working together to steal the inheritance of the chosen seed. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and get right on into it and see what else comes for this part two, so that we can get a full picture of what's happening, and so that we can call out for righteous judgment in regards to every scandalous thing that these people are doing to conspire against the chosen seed. Okay, and if this resonates with you, that's great. If it does not resonate with you, then just know that on some level this is happening, and you might find that, like I said, a lot of things are being done in secret. That was too many. A lot of things are being done in secret, okay, against us, and so it's not things that you might be able to see clearly, but you know that if you've had to walk away from these people because you felt that there was something just not right about their spirit, it was because they had very negative intentions. So, first one we have coming out is forged documents, okay? There's some documentations that have been forged, that have been tampered with, okay? And in order to forge a document, that means that you have to have certain people that you are working with that are in a certain space of authority that are able to help forge these documents and tamper them. So some of these people might have been forging your signature on certain documents in order to get a hold of your inheritance. That's what I'm seeing here with this forged documents. And so the last message, we saw that there is also a crooked attorney that was working alongside these people, okay, and someone in a position of authority that was also working alongside these people. And so there's some forged documents in your name. We have here protect yourself and murder, okay? So as you know, as the chosen seed, we are highly protected, okay? We are protected in more ways than one, all right? And this is not just about being physically protected, being armed up and guarded up. No, we have a spiritual team. We got the Most High God first and foremost, who is the protector of all protectors, because he created all things. And so nothing can stand against the Most High. We are children of the Most High, so we are always protected. So this is not about placing you into that energy of fear. This is about knowing the truth, okay? And this is about establishing righteous judgment based on the truth that is being given to us, the truth that is being shown to us and revealed to us, okay? And so protecting yourself, definitely being in that energy of, if you need to take, I like to take spiritual baths. Get you some salt. Salt is very cleansing. It's a very purifying mineral. Okay, and so when you cleanse your body with salt, you're also cleansing yourself free of the energies that these people try to project your way, because we also saw that they are using a lot of dark magic and paying practitioners to try to work against you, to try to put you back to sleep, or to try to keep you from having this knowledge, this wisdom that's being bestowed upon the chosen seed, because we are teachers, we are leaders, we are healers. And so these are things that these people do not naturally possess. And so the energy of wanting to sell your soul or to sacrifice you is largely dealing with also taking your gifts, your spiritual gifts. But it's also in the physical realm. It's also about taking your inheritance, the actual material abundance that is rightfully yours. So we're seeing that documents have been forged, murder. There might have already been someone who was murdered, or these people probably was trying to conspire against you in order to do this, in order to actually take your life. Okay, just know that there's justice. Just know that because we have healed and because we have awakened to who we are, we're vibrating too high. They can't touch us. Okay, I just heard MC Hammer, you can't touch this. So as much as they have tried, these people, they've been stopped in their tracks. We have persevered. We have stood the test of time. And in spite of all of the battering and bruising that they have tried to do to us, what happened is everything that they sent to us, they thought they was getting over there getting mad. That's why they kept doing it, saying, oh, well, it's not working, so we need to do something else. Well, you fool, you dumbass. It was working. It's now working against you. Okay, but it's actually boomeranging. When you have a boomerang, when it comes back 100 times harder. So yeah, it's working against their asses now. Okay, and so now these people are angry. They had control issues. The sister it was a jealous sister, a jealous mother that was involved in this, a aunt, a female friend that was involved in this, a spouse or a lover that was involved in this. Multiple people, also a cousin I saw was involved in this. So let's keep pulling and see what else is coming out, y'all. Because we're going to stay in the energy of being in gratitude and being and knowing, not believing, but knowing that we are always protected, because we was put here for a specific assignment. And so in spite of all of the efforts that they try to make against us or try to do against us, there's nothing that they can do to stop destiny. You have to be foolish, but this is how you know that these people are robots and that they are very asleep to how the Most High works, okay? But we have full knowledge because we know who we are. So let's see what else is coming out here. Okay, well, let's see. We got here, I'll take all of these. We got working with a governmental authority, okay? We saw that before. They're working with a government authority. This is how they was able to forge these documents, because there's somebody that has been getting paid to do this against the chosen seed. So this is a whole team that's been conspiring against us in order to get a hold of our inheritance. You have, physical abuse. So if you had someone that was around you that was physically abusive, then just know that that's one of the people that was working with these people, with these governmental authorities to forge these documents. Somebody that was physically abusive towards you. This could have been an ex-spouse, okay? This could have been a mother, a sister, whoever. This person is very physically abusive. You have illegal sex videos. So these people, we also saw that there's a sex ring that's going on where these people are doing things to try to harness energy from children, doing perverted things against children and making sex videos. They was probably getting paid to do that as well. And they're being blackmailed. We saw that they're being blackmailed in the last video. So this physical abuse, I see that that's also sexual abuse, physical and sexual abuse. Okay, working with governmental authorities. And then we also have a witch. So like I was telling you, these people are doing a whole lot of dark magic. Okay. And they have certain people that they bring into these establishments and into these groups to conspire, and every one of them has their own positions, okay? And so you have these practitioners that come in that think that they can actually override the protection of the Most High and do things against the chosen seed. And the only reason why it worked for a short time is because we were still asleep, okay? And even as we was beginning to wake up, we was still blinded. The things were still blurry where we couldn't see things clearly. But now that we're starting to see it clearly, now we know where to protect ourselves. Now we know the agenda. Now we know what to speak. Like I said, what cases to bring before the Most High and before the spiritual government. Now we know what to present, because now we have a case. Okay, now we see clearly what's been going on. So yeah, these people have been working very hard, okay, but now they're getting mad because it's been working, but it's now working against them, okay? It's now working against them because we are vibrating too high for them to touch us. We are gifted. The Most High, our cup is overflowing now. We're getting ready to walk right into our blessings to the point where it's overflow. And that's how it's supposed to be, an overflow of blessings, because we are here to establish a structure. So we need to have more than enough in the material realm, more than enough when it comes to our spiritual connectedness, more than enough when it comes to our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, more than enough when it comes to our love and compassion, because we are getting ready to project all of these things out into the universe in a spiritual realm and in a material realm, okay? Sexual act with minor, okay? Unhealthy sexual fetish. So some of these people, you already know who these people are, especially as far as family members, because you know those family members that were the perverts in your family. You know those ones that was known to be sexually abusive. You yourself might have been sexually abused by certain people in your family. So you know who these people are that will be likely to have this type of spirit to work with these people to do this against you. So we have physical abuse. We have a whole lot coming out about sexual abuse. And I got all these cards right here, okay? And so this is coming out 1, 2, 3 cards talking about sexual abuse, okay? So it's very clear that there's a lot going on in terms of using sexual energy to try to whatever it is that they're doing in this cult, okay? Using sexual energy here. And like I said, when it comes to the so-called governmental structure, they know what sexual energy does. They know what the energy of fear does. That's why they use fear tactics, okay, to harness in that energy of fear, because it feeds the vessel. It feeds their demonic vessel, okay? So people will do things, have these unhealthy sexual fetishes, probably torturing other people, because we got physical abuse coming out with all of this sex stuff here. So they was probably torturing a lot of these children, these minors that they would bring in. Y'all need to go back and watch my older videos where I had a dream about black women and children. I think it's called The Agenda Against the Black Woman and Child, where they're actually snatching up black women and children and taking these women into these rooms and separating them from their children, and doing things to brainwash these women and try to turn them into robots, probably so that they can put them in this position where they'll sexually abuse them and sexually abuse their children, to use that energy to feed the vessel of this demonic structure. You have a man here, so there's something about a man that's involved in this. Probably this government, I feel like this governmental figure is a male here, and this person who is also doing these sexual acts with a minor, okay? I'm going to pull 2 more from this deck, and I'm going to move on to my other deck and see how we bring this thing together, because this is definitely strongly following up with the last message, but it's more information in regards to what this cult is doing. So it's a lot of very perverted sexual acts that's happening behind this this situation here. And so be very careful with who you share your sexual energy with, because these people might try to come back towards you and offer themselves to you sexually. Do not just give yourself to just anybody, especially if your spirit tells you that they're not right, okay? Because people are able to use sex magic against the chosen seed. They've been doing it, okay? That's been their attempts, okay? This says hidden evidence, okay? This says teacher, something about a teacher, and then we have they lose. So they've already lost the battle. Whatever the agenda was, they already lost. So it got stopped in its tracks, okay? It got stopped in its tracks, and now it's being sent back to them. And now, because we saw in the last video that there is a private investigator that has infiltrated this this cult situation, and that has been working alongside, it's probably the FBI, because we did see the FBI in regards to catching these people in this act, okay? So something about a teacher, or maybe someone that works in schools, because we see a lot that's going on in terms of minors. This could be somebody that works in a school that's actually a part of this sexual act against minors here. So let me see. Pull out see what else is coming out. Sovereignty, Okay, and then we have conspiracy. Yeah, conspiracy and get against your sovereignty. So like I was telling you in my previous videos, that the U.S. government is a corporation. It is not. We're not underneath a country. We are actually a part of a corporation. Those of us who still have birth certificates and social security cards, it is actually you are like a ward of the state when you are underneath this structure. And they did it in a way of manipulation, because we didn't know this when we signed these birth certificates. So that's illegal right there, because they have all of these other documents that actually go with these birth certificates, but we only get one piece of paper in front of us that says, okay, well, you're signing that this is your name, this is when you was born, this is when a child was born, yada yada yada. And then we sign this not knowing that we are actually signing ourselves over to become a ward of the state, which puts us in a position of looking like we're a minor. Okay, we're not even looking as if we're sovereign, or as if we are in our, we look like a minor. So that's why they're able to come in and try to do things against people, or try to take your children, because they have established a certain amount of ownership. It's like having they're slave owners. Okay, so having your social security number and your birth certificate and these types of documents, it makes them, they become slave holders. Okay, because this is a corporation, so they're a part of shares, slave holder up underneath your name. Your name is being used as a person separate from you. And this is where the account is at. And so there's a conspiracy against you becoming sovereign and going back into your sovereign capacity. This has mother. So a mother has something to do with this conspiracy. Okay. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, these are karmic family members. So we're looking at things not just from the physical realm. We have to rise way above this and see it from a spiritual aspect. Why would these people do this against us? Ask yourself why, especially when you know that you are a chosen seed and that you have been put here specifically for a mission to build a structure, to build the kingdom. You know that that's what the chosen seed, that's our assignment. And so ask yourself, why would your mother be involved in this? Why would your sister, why would your spouse be involved in this? Well, because their spirits, that's what they came here to do. They was given the assignment by these lower level entities. They came here with the agenda to try to work against you so that you would not rise into your divinity, so that we would not wake up and understand who we are and what our purpose is, because they was hoping to be a part of helping to keep like I said, the vessel, the blood supply for that lower level demonic body, which we call Babylon, or what they want to call the U.S. governmental structure, to keep that alive. But we are here now that it's dead. It's dying very quickly. Okay, it's pretty soon going to be completely dead. All right, the blood supply is gone because we have withdrawn our energy. Withdrawing your energy means becoming sovereign, and sovereignty does not begin in the physical. Sovereignty begins in a spiritual realm, where you establish your freedom first in the spiritual realm. And that's why in my video prior to this, I was telling you all about establishing your freedom, your authority, taking back control and power over your life in spirit, in flesh, in sleep, in awakened state, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. You want to make sure you establish yourself on all levels of existence, because we are spirits having a human experience. We are multi-dimensional beings. And so we establish our sovereignty and our authority in the spiritual realm. And once it is solidified and established there, then it becomes real in the physical realm. And these people did not want us to awaken to the illusion, because once we establish it there, there's nothing that they can do about it. They have to let us go. They have to turn over everything that belongs to us. And this is why they wanted to keep us asleep, because in the asleep state, you would never awaken to that. Okay? You are being watched. Yes, you better believe these bastards are watching, and they looking, but they can keep on looking, because while they're watching us, the Most High is watching them. Okay? The Most High is watching them. Our holy angels are watching them. Our ancestors of love and light are watching them. So all of these people that's conspiring, that's watching, that's lurking, that's looking with their looking ass, they can keep on looking. Okay? Because all they're going to do is continue to see us rise while they continue to fall. Okay? The revolution will be televised. More's involved. Okay? I was telling y'all about this. When it comes to sovereignty and all of these things, generally what they say, especially for black people here in America, the only way that you can actually establish your sovereignty is what they say is that you would have to be under the establishment of the Moors, okay? Now, I'm not saying that all of them are bad or corrupt, but as you know, there's corruption from all religious sectors, okay? Corruption when it comes to Christianity, Catholics, Muslims, is corruption on all sides, okay? You got the polarity of all things, good and evil, okay? Moors are involved in this, and they are watching you because they probably, your family probably worked, it was something about your mother, because this mother came out right next to Moors involved, being directly connected and affiliated with these people, knowing that you had this account and wanting to keep you asleep so that they could take over your account, okay? So that they could take over your account and trying to put you asleep because they knew that you was going to awaken to certain gifts, special gifts that you have. And one thing about the Moors is that they do know a whole lot about astrology. They know a whole lot about magic. They know a whole lot about people's gifts. They look at people's charts. They can tell you based on your birthday, your name, the where you was born, the time you was born. But all of those things come together to show what your what you was sent here to do. And these people, they probably worked alongside the mother. They've been watching to see from generation to generation, because we know during the Civil War, the Moors separated. They separated because they ended up going against one another, because the U.S. government came in and started offering them money for whoever was going to sell the next person to the highest bidder. And so they've been doing this for generations, okay? And so you best believe your mother, some sort of mother figure, whoever this is, it doesn't have to be your blood mother, but it's a mother figure, is directly involved in this situation when it comes to these Moors, and they are watching you in terms of this situation, okay? They're conspiring. They have been conspiring against you, but they are fearing their karma now. They are fearing their karma now because they know now you know who you are. And that was the thing. If they could keep you asleep to who you was, then they was safe. Once you poke a lion and you wake that lion up, your head is going to get chopped the hell off. Okay, you're going to get your head bitten off. And this is what they was afraid of. They kept poking us and poking us and poking us until that beast within us woke up. And now we are establishing righteous judgment. We speaking out against these actions that they have taken against us. And every last one of them, this mother, okay, this witch, whoever this witch is, the mother's probably the witch, this teacher, you know, this man, this governmental authority figure, like I said in the last reading, the sister, the cousin, the spouse, every last one of them bastards is going down. And all of the things that they tried to send towards the chosen seeds is now coming back towards them 100-fold, because they did not have any mercy against us. Okay, everything that they did it with great intent to try to harm us, to try to sacrifice us for their own selfish, disgusting, perverted gain. Okay? Working with the U.S. corporation. Isn't that what I just said? They've been working, these Moors who sold out, who sold out, they've been working with the U.S. corporation because there's much to gain. They sell us, okay, and then they get a piece of our inheritance, okay? They sell our souls over to these wicked people, to these evil doers. This U.S. corporation, okay? This whole structure that was built off of our ancestors' bloodshed. These fools have sold out. These same fools that walk around with their heads, you know, in the air. And I'm like I said, I'm not talking about all of them. I'm talking about those who are in wickedness, those who have who have been working against the chosen seed. They knew who we were. They have been watching us and following us more than likely since childhood. You have a father. I feel like you have a wicked father, okay, who's jealous and envious of you. And a wicked sister. You got a wicked mother. These people came in knowing who you were, and they was more than happy to sell you out to the highest bidder because they are thirsty, they are perverts, and they just wanted to have yeah, look at this. They just wanted to have a piece of the pie. Paid a practitioner. I just told y'all that. They paid somebody. They paid this witch, this old silly ass witch, okay, to do dark magic against the chosen seed. And she jumped right on into it thinking that her powers were so great. But now what's happening is every single power that you thought you had is going to now work against her. So those demons that she was trying to conjure up, those demons want to eat now, but they can't touch us because we vibrating too high. We too protected. We are shielded by the Most High God. They're going to come after her. Whoever this practitioner is getting ready to get it. Okay, they are afraid of you. You better believe they're afraid, because like I said, they kept poking the beast and the beast finally woke up. They kept poking at the lion and the lion finally woke up. So now it's time for righteous judgment. You better believe it, because they wanted to sacrifice you, and they was addicted to trying to sacrifice you. They was constantly using that money that they was getting paid up underneath the table to try to sacrifice you in hopes that we would never wake up and that we would never use our gifts to rebuild the structure. Because see, what happened is these people that's working under this dark magic, these so-called practitioners, they was able to get a hold of the wisdom of the universe. They was able to get a hold of this knowledge and understanding how energy works and how you can manipulate the mind of someone, how you can use sex magic, how you can do all of these wicked ass things. They got a hold of this knowledge, and they decided to work on the dark side of things. They decided to take the path of darkness. They decided to take a fall from grace for financial gain and for materialism, because they were stupid sheep and didn't even know it. Okay, stupid sheep, wicked demons that want to conjure up demons thinking that they're doing something. But at the time, it was working. And so they got a lot of clout in these groups. Okay, they had a lot of people that was praising them, had them thinking that they was powerful because they was able to do darkness against other people. But now, because we are in the age of Aquarius, because this is the time where the Most High said it's time for us to wake up out of sleep, now the lion has awakened. And now these fools, they scared as hell. They trembling in their boots because they know that karma is coming back to them, and it's coming back hard. I'm very passionate about this, y'all, because I already know it's true. You got sister at the bottom of the deck, that old jealous sister that always knew that you was chosen, that was always jealous of your beauty, that was jealous of your poise. She was jealous of how you was always able to stand back up in spite of all of the stumbling blocks that was sent your way. You was always able to get back up and continue to press forward and continue to try again and try again. And now you are being lifted up before your enemies. Now the Most High is making sure that your cup overflows, so much so that they can't help but see it. Okay, they can't help but see how blessed that you are now, because justice is now in order. Okay, this sister has a mental illness. You probably already knew. You probably always knew that this sister was something wrong with her. Okay, you best believe I know it was probably always something wrong with this sister. Okay, and this is why you separated yourself from this particular sister, whether it's your blood sister or somebody that you had to call as your sister. They're out of tricks. Look at this: out of tricks, karma returned. These dummies, they don't even have anything left in their trick bag. They tried it all. They tried sex magic. They tried binding spells. They tried death spells. They tried all of the things that they tried. This is why they so afraid, because they know that everything that they sent to you now has to come back to them. So they know how many tricks they used. They know what was in that bag. That's why they so scared, because you're not fully aware of all of the things that they did against you, because the protection over us was so beautiful and so great that the Most High said, okay, I'm going to send you your spiritual team. They've been keeping us protected all of our lives. But the Most High allowed certain things to happen, because just like that diamond that's in the coal, just like that diamond that's in the furnace is what I meant to say, that coal that's in the furnace, it has to go through a certain amount of heat and pressure before it can come out to be that beautiful diamond on the other side. Okay, and so we went ahead and we took those hits, but very small. You know what I'm saying? The Most High wouldn't let it bring death on us, because that's ultimately what they wanted to do. They wanted to kill us. But just like Job in the Bible, when the devil was going in and doing all of these different things and trying to take this and take that, Job always remained humble, and he continued to keep his eyes focused on the Most High, knowing that he was protected and that nothing was ever in vain, and that his good deeds and his integrity and his honor was never in vain. And so this is what we was going through. Okay, we was dealing with a lot of Judases. Okay, I'm telling y'all, these people, they knew that they was here with the agenda of wickedness. They was trying to use it against us, but they're out of tricks. They ain't got nothing left in that little trick bag. Okay, all of the money that they was paid up underneath the table, all of that is getting ready to be, it's done. They're losing their position of authority. If they was in a position of authority or a position of respect by a community or whatever, they're losing that position as well. People are angry. They are furious, okay? They trying to throw all of that jealousy your way, but it ain't going to touch you, because at this point, they should be smart enough. At this point, the fools should understand that at this point, if at this point you can see that we're still growing, we're still thriving. We're not surviving. No, we're thriving now. What we was doing in the past was surviving, but we're actually becoming more powerful. We're standing up even taller in spite of their efforts. So don't you think that the fools it would click in their mind at some point, okay, I need to stop this, because if you knew anything about energy, since you're so smart, since you into witchcraft, then you should know about energy. You should know about cause and effect. You should know about the laws, okay? You should know about the laws of the universe, knowing that what you put out there is what you get back, fools, okay? But they were so stupid, sitting up there thinking that they could escape karma because they had certain people of so-called authority backing them. That dummies is what they are. Dummies. Look at this. Investigator. They're being investigated. There is a private investigator. At the bottom of the deck, it says, expect a large payout. Yes, because we're going to receive back everything that they took from us and then some. Everything that was taken from us and then more, because we are well deserving of it, because we have stood the test of time, and because we have still continued to operate from a space of love and integrity in spite of these people's actions towards us. Expect a large payout. Expect for the hidden manna to flow. Okay? Expect for that blessing, that overflow of blessings, your cup to overflow. Expect to be lifted up and raised up in front of your enemies. Expect for these people to come back begging and pleading with you, but the answer is no. Keep a distance from me. Okay? 10 feet away. No more than that. You go take another country. Take another country from me. I don't even want you to come near me, because anytime you would go through these measures for green paper that don't even have a face that look like you on it. Okay? The face don't even look like you, but you'll go through all of these measures to go against the chosen seed, against somebody that still showed you love in spite of all of the things that you was doing against them. You would take these measures to try to harm somebody to that degree. Don't even come near me. We operate from a space of forgiveness, but the forgiveness ain't for them, it's for us. Because we don't want to be in that low vibrational energy of unforgiveness. That's the only reason why we forgive. But other than that, yeah, you take your karma, you take your lessons, and you better hope that you can learn these lessons quickly enough in this lifetime so that you can enjoy maybe your 80s if you live to be that long. But if you don't, try again next lifetime. Please. Dark magic against you. Okay? Dark magic against you. That's why it's coming back against them. Dummies. Hidden money. Now the hidden money is getting ready to come out, because we are getting ready to receive that hidden manna. Like I was just saying, that hidden money that belongs to us, our accounts, okay, our inheritance is coming back to us. Want your energy. They also want your energy. They want to steal your energy. That's what I was telling you all about before, because we have the keys to the universe. We understand the esoteric knowledge and all of these things naturally, because it is within us. It is within our Akashic records. It was meant for us to know these things. They had to go and learn these things. And when they learned them, they decided to use them for darkness and for wickedness. Whereas we know these things and we use them for good. We use them for love, okay? We use them to rebuild our power and to rebuild our structure from a space of love and compassion and righteous judgment. But these dummies took this knowledge and they decided to go and work with the same fools who stole the knowledge from their ancestors, used it against us and them, and they want to go and work with them, knowing the whole time these bastards is going to go down. So you should have known that you was going to go down with them. But they thought as long as that structure continued to stand and they was doing this behind our backs, these fools, how dumb can you be? I don't know if you can be any more dumb. He knows. Somebody knows. So, oh, look, foolish decision at the bottom of the deck. Yes, somebody knows that they made a real foolish decision. It's a masculine energy here that knows that they made a really foolish decision because they messed with the wrong one. They messed with the wrong damn one. They tried to sacrifice the wrong one, okay? The wrong one. And these people was working with crooked attorneys, crooked judges. Every last one of them is getting ready to deal with their judgment. Okay, war on the melanated community. Yeah, of course it was a war on the melanated community, because you got these Moors that have begun working against one another to work with a structure that was already, the U.S. governmental structure was already against the melanated community. Now you got the Moors, who you know are black people, okay? You got them, those who are working on the side of wickedness, that are working alongside the U.S. corporation, which was structured on their ancestors' blood. These dummies would like to work with them for the sake of some money that don't even have a face on it that looks like them. Dummies. They're stupid. Working together. Yeah, you best believe they was working together. Look at this. Pay out under the table. They was paid up underneath the table to do this. You know, anything for money. Just thirsty to take your energy. They want to take your gifts because they don't naturally have them. But come on now, you got to be stupid You can't take something that's not naturally within your spirit, within your DNA. You can't take something, but see, they thought that their magic was so powerful that it would override the will of the Most High God, who established us to be the gatekeepers. He established us to be the ones with the keys to the universe. And these fools thought that they could override the will of the Most High God. Well, they getting ready to find out today. So that's the message I got for y'all, because if I get too deep into this, I might slip up and say some things now. But yeah, just know that we are protected. It doesn't matter who they have watching you. Let them keep on watching while you continue to be lifted up in front of these enemies. Okay, and while they continue to deal with the karma that is hitting them right now. Okay. So I love y'all, and if this message resonated with you, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you all back here again, and if you want a private session from me, you can always email me. I'll leave that in the description box below. I love you, and I'll talk to you all next time.